Helmets are for safety. Welcome back to Random, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about brain chemistry and how different chemicals work to influence moods or emotions or different perceptions of things, and how it all works together with your neurons inside your brain. Now, I should point out that I am no expert, and my editor is likely to put some snide comment down below that, no duh. But then again, he's not an expert either, and I have to work off of his notes that he wrote down in very poor handwriting and very limited experience and very limited knowledge that he has with brain chemistry. But we will soldier on. Okay, so let me get the notebook open here. So different brain chemicals and what they do in the human mind. We'll start out with dopamine. Now, that is a chemical or a neurotransmitter that is most commonly associated with happiness. It's synthesized in plants and most animals, and simply put, it motivates you to get rewarded for a particular action. So let's say you want to build something, and as you're putting it together, you're seeing the progress, and you're seeing that the project is coming closer and closer to fruition, and this causes dopamine to be released in your brain, and it makes you happy, it makes you feel good. That would be an example of a natural dopamine release, seeing progression from point A to point B in a particular thing. Or if, like, you're working out and you're focusing on becoming a bodybuilder, the more you work out, the more weights you lift, the better meals you eat, you see the progression in your body, and it releases that dopamine in your brain. It makes you feel better, and it makes you happier. So that's one of several different chemicals. Now, dopamine has synthetic releases. It has synthetic ways of being produced in the brain. Things like video games, things like gambling, things like buying things online. That's it. It's an instant release of dopamine in the brain, and it gives you a temporary relief, a temporary satisfaction. Now, it's not necessarily wrong, but when you focus on things like video game progression, yes, for a video game streamer, that's important because that's how they make their living. But for the average Joe working a 9 to 5, a video game progression, yeah, it gives you a temporary dopamine fix, but it's not harmful, but it's not 100% helpful, if that makes any sense. My editor, again, is probably going to say some snide comment down below relating to me, because he's a bum. Now, endorphins. Endorphins are a natural kind of morphine that your body produces. Let's say you're a marathon runner, and marathon runners will know this. They call this the runner's high, where after a certain distance of running, their brain starts producing endorphins, and it basically tells their body, hey, you are not hurting, keep going. And when their muscles and joints and ligaments are starting to stretch and starting to wear thin, and they're starting to feel the pressure and feel the damage being caused by running for long distances over time, their body produces more endorphins, and it basically kills that pain so they can continue. Now, endorphins can also be produced by, again, lifting weights, physical exercise, martial arts, extreme sports, that kind of thing. And it helps the body negate pain from those particular activities so that people can continue and enjoy what they do. And of course, release endorphins and dopamine. Okay, serotonin. It is the good times endorphin, or the good times neurotransmitter, I should say. Let's see, plays a crucial role in mood, digestion, sleep, and arousal. So, serotonin, let's say you're out with your significant other, and it comes to a certain time of night, you've had your meals, you've had your wine, and you start kind of making out. That's when serotonin is starting to be released in both of your brains, and you start feeling really, really good. And what happens from there, who knows? Melatonin, that is the neurotransmitter associated with sleep. It is synthesized in the brain, it metabolizes with magnesium, and it basically helps you sleep and helps regulate your sleep-wake cycles, and basically allows you to get more full rest, so that when you wake up in the morning and you get your coffee, you can be 100% available. You can be on point 100% of the time. So natural melatonin, as it increases, it allows you to have better sleep, better quality sleep, deeper sleep. In some cases, it even helps with dreams. Now, oxytocin is another brain chemical. It's what's most associated with the feeling of love. All right, so this is the physiological and behavioral processes neurotransmitter. So let's say you're at a concert and you're flying solo, and you come across somebody that's having a great time, and they invite you over and want to have a great time with you. Well, oxytocin kind of increases your awareness of social cues and processes, so that you don't let that bad time stop. And as the night goes on, you have more and more fun, and who knows, you might even see that person again at a later time. So that's oxytocin. That's one of the things that helps that process happen. Now, each of these different chemicals in proper balance allows a human to function as what we call normal, or as normal as a person can be. It's when these chemicals get out of balance through natural or synthetic means that funny things can happen. So let's say you lose serotonin, and let me get my notes back out here. I was a little premature on the losing of the notes. So let's say you lose serotonin. You can't have the good times anymore. That's when serotonin drops below a certain percentage and a certain concentration in the human brain. That is associated with depression. Now, for a lot of different people, depression is an ongoing battle. We're still kind of in the dark about a lot of it. We still don't know 100% what can cause it, what does cause it, but we're reasonably certain that it's a brain chemical imbalance, and it has to do with serotonin. There are synthetic methods of correcting this, but ultimately, what most people seem to believe is exercise, proper diet, proper environment, being around friends, and that kind of thing tends to help out quite a bit. So again, that's a serotonin imbalance in the brain that is most likely associated with depression. Let's see, and if you lose dopamine, again, that also leads into depression. Basically, you try to be happy, you try to do things that used to make you happy, and your dopamine and serotonin levels just keep plummeting. Well, it basically becomes an endless cycle, and sometimes it leads to very sad results. Now, again, if you have a lack of endorphins, again, that's the natural painkiller. A lack of endorphins, basically, that would, let's say, I don't know, you reach out to grab a door handle and suddenly your arm is in extreme pain. Well, that would be your brain saying, hey, I'm lacking endorphins, and you did something, you pulled your muscles some kind of funny way, and now it hurts real bad. And melatonin, when you lose melatonin, you don't sleep all that well. Again, when that's out of balance, things tend to go a little funny. Things tend to go a little bit kooky and wonky. So that's no good. Now, my editor is probably going to say that my own brain chemistry is a little off. And I would say the same thing about him. Because, like I said, he's a bum. Anyway, if you got anything out of this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell my editor that he's a schlub and he needs to get his act together. Check out Scooptheavenger on Twitch. You can find a link to him down in the description down below. And remember, it's time to replace Tony Gonzalez because he's just like a diaper, full of crap that needs to be replaced. So check out BrandonHerreraForCongress.com. That'll be in the link description down below. And as always, folks, keep it random.